Well, actually, I was just going to be really brief.
Good.
On the real brief. I know you're doing lots of press. Planning actually on airing a recording you did of the Carulli Guitar Concerto next week.
That is a gorgeous concerto. That is such a profound piece of music. And that same material is what Molino used on his concerto. So
And it kind of makes you wonder which came first, the Molino or the Carulli.
yeah, I always try to figure it out. I don't know. Only I have no facts to base it on, only instinct. That I would think the Carulli came first. The Carulli sounds more like a sketch. And then the Molino is more like when a painter does a sketch and then he makes the masterpiece. It's more worked out. But the Carulli is just beautiful.
I wonder if Carulli and Molino ever kind of fought over this thing, or if they knew about each other's work, or if it was obviously somebody must have heard the other ones first, or
They heard the same tune.
Yeah. But it would be an incredible coincidence if it was a coincidence.
Yes.
Yeah. Actually, that's all I was going to ask you about, because that's what I was going to air next week on the show.
Oh, that's fantastic.
And, so,
no other...
Well, no. Do you have any new projects coming up that you're anticipating?
I'm always working on new stuff. My immediate job after this one is I go to play in Sweden. And then immediately I go to spend a weekend with the Dalai Lama.
Oh,
in Mexico.
Wow, how did you swing that? That's pretty amazing.
I was invited by the ex-President Fox, and the Dalai Lama is going to be in Guanajuato, so I'm looking forward to that.
I would think so. Congratulations. Yeah. Wow. Well, photos where it didn't happen, that's the rule.
Oh, photos doesn't matter. It's just...
Well, congratulations. We had the Dalai Lama here about 10 years ago in Austin at the university, and the whole town shut down basically for that. So, well, congratulations. That's a huge honor.
This will be in a private setting in a small town. So that would be nice.
Well, you must have collected an incredible amount of frequent flyer miles over the years. Have you ever?
I have.
Have you ever sat down and figured out?
No. But I put on many, many, many miles. I think I've traveled more than the suitcase of the fugitive.
Yeah.
This month I've done 3 around the earth trips.
That's incredible. Well, I saw a video recently where you were playing one of your son's instruments.
Oh,
it wasn't a guitar. It was like a guitar lele or something. It was a really small.
Oh, yeah. It's his version of. It's between like a requinto, but it's not a requinto because it's a real guitar. It's more like a terz guitar, but it's a beautiful, beautiful instrument. And I'm actually going to be playing the Concerto No. 3 of Giuliani for terz guitar in one of his instruments. Because it has a great sound. You know, the instrument I was playing just a minute ago, that's also by little Pepe, my son.
Yeah.
And I was able to bring him 3 beams from the ceiling of the Royal Hospital in Granada, the hospital that was built by Queen Isabella and Ferdinand.
In 1492. Wow.
And these beams are magnificent. Magnificent. So he won't get too many because you have to cut it in a very special way so that it is completely quarter zone.
And that wood will be used for what?
For the tops.
For the tops, oh.
For the tops.
So the vibrating...
My next guitar of him is going to have a top that is over 600 years old. Because that wood was already old when they used it. And it's been up since 1492.
Wow, well, we'll be looking forward to hearing that.
Yeah.
And congratulations on that and the Dalai Lama and Vicente Fox gig. That's pretty cool.
Thank you.
Well, I don't know how much higher you can go other than that, except maybe, on the first concert on the moon or something. So anyway, I know you're really busy. Thank you so much. Thanks.
Good to see you.
Yeah, good to see you again, Maestro.
How's your guitar playing?